Welcome to Tales from the Bridge. This is another Trivia from the Bridge episode, and in this episode, myself and co-host Ryan McDougall have Matt Weinhold and James Gonis from Monster Party Podcast joining us. This is a fun one. If you like the trivia episodes, go back and check out the Shauna McGuire and Corey Doctorow episode a few months ago, and then also Dominic Monahan joined us. So we hope you enjoy this one. Let's make our way over to the bridge. We are here with James Gonis and Matt Weinhold from Monster Party Podcast. If you have not heard this already, go check it out. These guys are so much fun. From obscure film knowledge to some of the best cult film talk. And I'm just impressed constantly when I listen to your show because I'm finding out new things I didn't know. And it's just an exciting show. You guys have a lot of energy, too.
You got it.
But thank you so much for being here, James and Matt.
Thanks for having us.
Our pleasure.
Yeah. We're going to try and stump you guys with some trivia that may be difficult for some, but I don't know if it's going to... I don't know. Ryan, do you think
I don't
can
know.
get these guys?
we have our blind spots.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, hopefully we found a couple of those blind spots, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
What is the lead singer of Coldplay's name? Just kidding.
Yes,
Ted
first one.
Mediocre. I don't know. I don't know his name. I'm sorry. I just,
that guy who's married to Gwen Stefani, right?
That guy, yeah,
he
that
got
guy.
it. He got it.
See, you're great at this.
10 points.
minus
easy.
10 points.
That was easy.
If people want to find you guys, the podcast, or what you guys are up to right now, how do they do that?
We're available wherever you can find podcasts on all the major outlets, Apple, Stitcher, Google Play, and so on. And it's a free podcast. We also stream for free on YouTube.
Awesome.
How do you like that?
So you got the full video on YouTube?
No,
No,
audio
it's
only.
just the audio.
only.
Yeah.
Cool.
Although
cool.
Awesome.
there are some videos that we have there. We went to Japan. We had this epic Japan trip, and we've been releasing on Patreon bits of the unedited, unfiltered footage. But we put together this video that's basically all the footage is accompanying our podcast that we did about Japan. And that was a lot of fun, and that's on there too. And so if you want to feel like, if you miss traveling, I know we can't go to Japan really these days, but if you want to feel like you're going to Japan with a bunch of nerds, this is a good time.
Very cool.
And we've also got some video clips on there from when we had various guests on the show, like Dana Gould and...
Oh, yeah.
Very cool.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Dana Gould. There's Dana Gould. Dana
I'm
Gould's a
blanking.
good friend of ours. And and by the way, and Dr. Z. Yes.
And Denise
Go
Crosby.
on, James.
Nice.
Denise Crosby, yes.
Denise Crosby and various other special guests, and also some trips to Comic-Con, and just some fun edited videos that are on there too. And our YouTube channel, I should mention, is Monster Party TV. You can find it all there.
Awesome. That's so great. And you have a Patreon too. I mean, you can never mention that enough. You know what I mean? Let people know.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
yeah, get on it.
Please.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Yes.
come on. Yeah, right on.
And we got bonus audio episodes, and we have special shows that we do that are just, they are Patreon only. And we have a show called Monster Party Masterpieces, where we show early films that we did, some even childhood films.
Oh, cool.
And that is super fun. And then our co-host Larry Stroth shows off a lot of his toys in a show that he calls Larry's Toy Time.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Right
So,
on.
Yeah, we love all that
Fantastic.
stuff too. Are you guys collectors too?
Very cool. I'm a collector of games, like board games.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
And I go in and out. I find I'm a thrifter, so right now my main focus is books, and I've got quite the library going on. But I have done records before. I've done toys. I used to have a record store where we kind of did all the toys and all that kind of stuff. So I'm in and out. I'll flip it, and that's the thing. I don't know if I'm a collector when sometimes I'll hold on to it for 2 or 3 years and go, I'm gonna sell that one.
That's what makes you smart. Unlike
Well,
the rest of us that just hoard it until we die, and then our families are angry because they have to deal with all of it. That's what
But
a
if
collector.
you did it right, they should be happy.
Well, and that's why I don't keep stuff in the package. Is because I want to play with it. And,
sure.
And unless I have a feeling that I might sell it someday, then I won't open it up. Or if the packaging is cool. But for the most part, I want to touch my toys. I want to play with my toys. I'm not collecting all this stuff so I have an auction at my deathbed. You know?
Exactly. Yeah.
What's your favorite toy to play with in the bathtub?
Oh, you rascals.
Oh, we started with question 1 already. Oh, okay.
Well,
all right, question 1.
My Jaws toys.
There you go.
Yes, there you go. Yeah.
NECA just released a Quint figure. Come on.
Oh, really?
That's awesome.
And it's brilliant, right, James?
Yeah, it's beautiful. And the Hooper's
You can
next.
get the
Oh, sweet.
so you can get the exact ship that they had, the boat that they had.
They haven't done that to
Have they done
scale. That would be pretty pricey, considering these are what is it, 1/8?
Yeah, that would be a huge boat. Yeah,
But how
it's
awesome
pretty
would
big,
that be,
okay.
though?
That would be
God,
amazing.
that'd be amazing.
Yeah.
We got to get a guy to make it. You know.
Absolutely.
You're going to need a bigger bathtub.
Nice.
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 I love it.
All right, let's get started with round 1 here, guys.
Oh, yeah,
And,
time to
it's
get
just
to
gonna be
work.
the
That's
first-
enough of that. Yeah, get to work.
Countdown to panic.
All right, guys. Question 1, round 1. What was used for blood in Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho?
Caro syrup.
So chocolate syrup is what I had, and that's often what would have been used in all black and white films back then.
So now wait a minute, I might be wrong. Then is it chocolate syrup or Caro syrup?
It is listed as chocolate syrup. Actually, same with Night of the Living Dead. Yeah,
I don't get it. I don't get it.
All right.
James, did you know that?
I was going to guess. But you see, Caro syrup, I actually used as blood in a Psycho scene in a student film I did. It was a spoof of Psycho.
Oh.
And you had... Caro syrup is clear, and you've got to color it with food coloring.
Oh, so you can dye
chocolate
it.
syrup, right. Chocolate syrup in a black and white movie looks like blood. Looks enough like blood, so you don't have to...
Yeah,
but-
darker.
Right. I wonder if it's more viscous, too, so it might flow better than a
That's
chocolate,
true. Yeah,
too,
it's
maybe.
stickier
Yes.
Yeah. Very cool.
and
All right,
more
well,
delicious.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say we get them. We can give these guys 0.2,
0.26, 0.26. 0.26. 0.26. I think that
sure.
sounds perfect. Yep. Excellent. It's very scientific. I have a whole chart here. Okay. Psycho also apparently was the first film, U.S. film, to ever show a toilet flushing on screen, which is such a weird little tidbit.
I mean,
It's a
I'm
big
telling you,
deal.
that
they
that
changed
movie
it.
titillates on every level.
It does shock, right? It's so and they even changed it so that the paper, instead of it was an earring in the book, right? But it's a piece of paper in the movie so that it could be in the toilet specifically. Such a weird design decision, but yeah.
He was a genius.
Oh, absolutely, no question,
was.
no question for sure. Okay, so the second one, it's the first horror movie that was ever nominated for an Academy Award.
Ooh, I'm gonna say Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. No. Okay, wait a minute.
It didn't win. It was nominated.
It didn't win. It was nominated. Okay.
For
Bride
Best
of
Picture.
Frankenstein?
I believe it was Best Picture.
Yeah,
Let's
yep.
just verify.
Best
it was
Picture.
Best Picture.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my! Wow, that's a tough one.
So it was actually The Exorcist. The Exorcist
No.
It was nominated for Best Picture category. I mean, people were not pleased. Let's be honest. I'm surprised it happened. To be honest, there's lots of stories about how like many members of the Academy were not into it at all. Like into
That's
it even
terrible.
being, yeah. Well, you know,
Why?
it's a classic.
Why do people hate horror movies? I don't because they're scary.
People don't. Yeah. Either you like it or you don't. Right. I find that it's a divisive thing where there's almost no middle ground. Right. To a degree, like I've never met anyone that kind of likes horror. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe maybe that's weird, but I don't think I've ever met anyone who's like in the gray zone about horror movies in general. Right. Like you either enjoy them or you don't. I think.
Well,
Maybe
there
I
are
don't.
those people though that go to that place. He goes, I like horror movies, but I don't like all the gore. I don't like. Which my view is, however you get me there, fine.
Right. jump scares, gore,
whatever you got.
Yeah,
just
right.
give it to me. Just make it work.
Right. Yeah. Fair enough. It's about the package.
It's
right?
like comedy, you know.
Yep.
You know, as long as it's funny.
Exactly. I'll take a romantic comedy if the comedy's a part of it, right? Yeah.
Sure.
All right. Question 3.
Question 3. Who played Igor in the 1953 horror film House of Wax?
Charles Bronson.
Oh,
Whoa! There you go.
Nice. Now, hold on. For extra credit, what was he credited as his stage name in that film?
Ever wondered what it takes to make it in the movie business? Peel back the curtain with 4-6 Success Filmmaking. 4-6 Success Filmmaking is where filmmakers share their stories and the secrets.
It's beyond competitive out there.
There have been movies that it's taken me 10 years to get made.
Don't wait to create. Like, you've got to just keep making stuff.
Tune in to 4-6 Success Filmmaking for your dose of cinematic realness, direct from the voices that have lived it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I didn't even know he had a stage name.
I didn't either
But,
until we did the research for this. Yeah.
Chuck Bronson? I don't know.
Chucky Bronson?
Chucky Bronson? Chief Bronson?
Chief Charles. No, it was Charles Bukinski. Was actually his real name. Yeah, that was how he was credited at that point because he hadn't changed it. Yep.
Yeah, you know, normally I'm of the school of don't change your name. It's your name, right? And let them catch up to you. It worked for Seinfeld, right?
For sure.
But you know, Bronson, it has a ring.
It does, and I mean it. Oh yeah, come on. I mean and I mean I know he made it cool, but it just sounds cool.
Yeah, it actually sounds like him saying it.
That's right. It does exactly. Question 4: what was the original title of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Oh, I know this.
I do not know this.
Oh my God. Something about family, I thought.
No, it's way stupider than that.
Oh no.
Yeah,
it's so
it's
dumb.
gonna make you feel weird after.
It's so
You know what?
dumb.
It's one of those things that I think I might have blacked out of my mind because it is so stupid.
It is.
But it's not something like Blood Evil or something like, you know, or that's too cool.
That would make sense. That would make sense. No. Okay, it was called Head Cheese.
Head Cheese, that's it. Damn
That was
it.
the working title of that film.
Head Cheese. I
Yeah.
knew this.
Yeah, Head
I'm
Cheese.
so ashamed.
And
ashamed.
And it's funny because I guess it had a lot to do with when they're having that dinner scene, right? And the whole thing was shot in the Deep South, so super hot, shoot days all the time, and the stench from the table, right? And that's where they had all the head cheese. Anyway, it's yeah.
Also, you know, the hitchhiker, he talks about head cheese.
Yeah, exactly.
And he talks, and I think it was the first time I'd ever heard of head cheese and what it was.
Yeah, and then you immediately forgot, like you should, because it's awful. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so ashamed. You know, it's one of those things that's in the back of your head, and I know I've read it 100 times, and yet, wow.
Yeah, you'll never forget now.
No, I won't.
Yep.
I'm gonna go have some.
The next
go
time
make
someone
some.
asks, you're going to be ready.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You'll know. All right, last question, round 1 here. Question number 5. What author was a huge influence for the film Event Horizon and was consulted in pre-production?
Author for Event
Yes.
Horizon. Oh.
Now, just to help you a little bit, think about the story of Event Horizon, and
Yes.
it's similar to a story, a very famous 80s horror film, just Event Horizon is in space. A little
Stephen
bit
King?
different. No.
Okay, wait a
But
minute.
there's not many that are up there with King, so if you think of one of the next biggest horror authors, you can probably get this one.
Dean Koontz,
Nope.
Peter Straub.
Clive Barker?
Yes.
There you go.
Hey, well,
Nice. Nice. Order of
That's a fourth
elimination.
point.
Order of elimination. That's right. That's a quarter point.
Quarter point.
I like it. Right.
You know what? I like that movie, and there
It's
are
a
a lot
great
of
movie.
detractors. There are a lot of people who don't like that movie.
It's a great film.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a movie, too, that the first time I saw it, I liked it, but I kind of forgot about it, and then I went back to it a few times, and it just gets better and better. And all those, the imagery in that film, oh my God, just so unsettling, and once again, what you want from horror, something that, gets under your skin.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and then you're like, oh, right, Sam Neill's in this.
He can do anything.
He can. Yeah. He's everywhere.
I want to see a hell in space rom-com.
Hey, give it time.
Who played? Well, Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, exactly.
Again, what can he do?
Yeah, that's right. We are.
Yeah, that was more of a horror themed round there for you guys. A little bit more horror. We're gonna get a little bit away from the horror. Well, yeah, a little. Wow,
a little.
I don't mind. I say just throw them. If we get them wrong, we learn.
That's right. We're all learning. That's right.
You're helping us be better horror podcast hosts.
There we go.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the fun of trivia. You pick up these factoids.
Yes. It takes a village, but not the village.
Oh God, please no. I hope not.
So this next one that Ryan's about to ask you guys, I think is my favorite question out of all 15.
And it's the one that when we were writing it, I was like, I wonder if it's anyway. So in the '93 film Leprechaun, the seminal film Leprechaun.
Yes.
When Alex shoots the leprechaun with the four-leaf clover in the climactic scene, what does he scream when he shoots that leprechaun? What is the line?
Oh my God.
Bagora?
Top of the morning?
Top of the morning.
Top of the morning. Yeah, exactly.
Suck on my shillelagh. I don't know. Wow, you guys are tough.
Here's your Lucky Charms.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
You know
Close.
what? You're
Very
gonna
close.
James.
That was close.
You get 3/4 of a point for that. So
wild.
I'll be honest with you. The reason this question is in here is because the story for it is just so awesome and Hollywood stupid. So what he screams is, "Fuck you, Lucky Charms," when he shoots the four-leaf clover. And the reason for that is General Mills allowed them to use Lucky Charms in the film. They gave them permission to use it for shooting, and then General Mills saw the movie and was like, no. And so they made them take it out. So they had to reshoot the scene, and it was a big pain in everyone's butt. And so the original line was actually, "Your luck is run out." But they changed it after General Mills screwed them around. And now it's like the climax of the movie is him screaming that as he shoots the leprechaun with a wad of chewing gum and a four-leaf clover.
I forget. Does he shoot him in the balls? Because that would be perfect,
actually in the mouth. Actually, he ends up like because he's screaming and he gets it in the mouth. Yeah.
Yeah. Take that in the Lucky Charms.
Yeah.
There's
They
a
missed
lot of ways to get it done.
missed opportunity. Exactly.
I do horror punch up if anyone is.
Perfect. Excellent. Yeah. If anyone needs a second pass.
Yeah.
Or third pass. Yeah. Nice.
That's a great one. Wow.
It's so. I couldn't.
That's deep.
It's so funny. I couldn't believe
That
it.
is a fun movie.
Just General Mills being just hilarious jerks.
Well, yeah, and also it's like there's. I thought there was no such thing
as bad publicity.
Promotion. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess Leprechaun changed that. Yeah. I mean, if you ask Jennifer Aniston, she might agree that there is such a thing as bad press, possibly, because that was her. I think that was her first big one.
Yeah, premiere. I thought that was going to be the question.
Oh right, yeah. No. Come on.
All right, call back to the wonderful Phil Tippett. Question 2, round 2. Can you name 2 Star Wars creatures that legendary stop-motion animator Phil Tippett designed?
Tauntaun?
Yes.
Nice.
Tauntaun and
AT-AT?
But that's not a creature, is it?
No.
Yeah, no.
And he didn't design those, but he did work on them. He did do the animation, but he didn't design them.
The chess monsters? The holographic chess monsters?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, he did.
That is correct.
That's 2.
Nice, 2.
That's
Very
2.
good, James.
2 for James.
And there are a couple more.
It's no shutout.
Where are some of the other ones? Yeah.
So he also designed the Rancor, which has been brought back for Boba Fett, the series.
Yeah.
And then he actually designed Jabba the Hutt as well.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got.
And I think he took a few to George, designs for Jabba the Hutt, and George said no. I think twice, maybe 3 times, and then and Phil said, well, if there was an actor that Jabba could look like, who would it be? And he named an actor. It's an obscure actor. I wish we had looked this up, actually, so I knew the answer. But he named this actor, and Phil Tippett went back, made Jabba look like this actor, and that's what we see today.
I feel bad for that actor.
We'll look that.
I kind of feel
know,
bad for who
right?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I really want to know. The poor guy. Oh,
Wow.
That's his claim to
This would be
fame.
like I know.
Job
I'm the
is
subject
based
matter.
on me. Yeah, exactly.
I'm the model. Yeah. Oh wow.
Oh,
This
that's
should be
great.
a sort of a weight loss commercial for this guy, where it's like he's Jabba, and then that's the before picture.
That's right.
Ask me how.
Nice. All right. Well,
Nice
hey,
one, James.
Yeah, James.
Yeah,
coming
great.
in. Nice. Right on. All right. So, question 3. So, the iconic films E.T. and blank started from the same script. So, 2 films came from the same script. E.T. was one of them. What was the other one?
Close Encounters?
No. I love E.T. and I did not know this one.
Starman?
No.
Oh, it's a good guess.
Yeah, that's a good guess.
Mac and Me?
No.
It's like kind of like the other way around.
Exactly. No. So this was a surprise for both of us. It was apparently Poltergeist.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So I guess what happened was Spielberg was going to produce John Sayles' movie Night Skies. And it was supposed to be about like a rural family that gets invaded by aliens that could kill with a touch of a finger. But Spielberg wanted a more family-friendly thing, and so he ended up going the E.T. route. Sayles refused to do a rewrite, and then eventually he ended up using the idea, kept that idea, and ended up using it for Poltergeist later. So, yeah, just kind of funny how like it, it was kind of going to go one way or the other.
2 of my favorite movies.
Hey.
Oh, Poltergeist.
No, he's being sarcastic.
Oh, you don't like?
Matt does not like Poltergeist.
Poltergeist is
Or
the
E.T.?
worst.
Oh, I'm
It's a
glad we found your.
terrible movie.
I'm glad we found your least favorite
Terrible
movie.
movie.
Excellent.
And E.T. is a great kids movie. Try to watch it now. It's a little rough.
Doesn't hold up, eh?
Yeah, but that one I can argue is like that's a genuinely good movie.
Right. Poltergeist.
And I love
not so
Toby
much.
Hooper, of course, but Poltergeist is just ugh.
But those movies opened within a week of each other in '82, and they both take place in almost the exact same milieu. The suburban.
That's right,
sprawl.
Yeah.
I
Right.
thought it had to have been like Lucas in there, with the marionette ghost. As soon as I saw that, I'm like, really, guys, really? Wow. So you just
awesome.
went on down to the Halloween store and got
Yep.
a decoration, and okay. Wow, I'm terrified.
That's where we're at. That's awesome.
All right.
You're killing
Let's,
us.
This one you'll redeem yourself.
Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, this. I hope you get this one. This is one of my favorite films. In Back to the Future, where does Doc Brown get the plutonium to power his time machine?
James.
Doesn't he steal it from terrorists?
He does.
Yes. Matt, do you not like Back to the Future?
It's fine. It's
Oh, you're just.
it's like a really glossy TV movie.
That's awesome.
It's,
I can
look,
tell you're being very polite. That's good.
Back to the Future. I don't like. Everybody is very talented, but it's not the type of movie that like I watched it once and I thought it was enjoyable. I don't hate it or anything like that, but the type of worship that it gets. I understand that a lot of it is, when you saw the movie. But
Yeah,
there's
time
so
and
much
place,
in that
right?
movie, like, my favorite thing in that movie is I love the fact that Marty McFly actually invented rock and roll and not a black guy.
Right.
Yeah, a little bit of whitewashing.
Thanks, Marty. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, no.
Yeah.
But look, and then the sequels. At least 2 was strange. It was a little bit more offbeat. So I got a little perverse kind of attraction to that one. But come on, guys. How many after the 19th Great Scott are we still doubling over in laughter? Anyone?
Yes.
I guess there's some easy laughers out there, and that's fine. And but look, if it's your jam, I'm not gonna rain on your parade here.
I love this very much. I think we need to do a Weinhold hot takes where we just line up all of Tristan's favorite movies and you just demolish them in front of him. I love it. I think it's the best.
I'm so
think
sorry,
it's great.
Tristan.
No,
we have some that we like as well.
I think it's delightful. Let's keep doing it.
That Star Wars movie, the first one, we're all into that, right? No.
Wait, is this a trap? I feel like he's baiting me. I don't know.
I love. James knows I love the first Star Wars. I love Empire, except
episode 1.
No, not that one. How dare you? Was it episode 4, The New Hope?
Yeah, The New Hope.
Yes, it wasn't really called that, but okay, fine. And then you've got Empire Strikes Back, which is great, except it has no ending. And then you've got Jedi, which is the ending, and it blows. And it's got like 20 minutes of good stuff in there that I genuinely like. The whole stuff with the Emperor is great. And then there are parts of Jabba that I like. But then, didn't you feel like when that movie started and you go into Jabba's palace and you start to see a Muppet, then another Muppet? Like I was okay with Yoda in Empire because it's one. Okay, I'm gonna go with this. But then now you got a whole palace full of them, and I'm like, what is happening?
It's like a Dark Crystal amount of Muppets.
Yeah, and
Are you okay with Dark Crystal?
It's okay. It's fine. It's a puppet movie. I respect it. It's not my thing. It's not. It's also a little too much fantasy for me. I'm not a big fantasy guy. Although I do love the Lord of the Ring movies.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Y'all like that?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Look, guys, I didn't come here to make enemies. All right. We have to agree on something.
No. I'm a big fan of everything that's going on right now. Let me tell you.
Yeah, this is fantastic, Matt. Don't you like?
No. Although
it's also fun. We need to have more takes on things. It's so many people like the same things, and it's great to hear your take on
a
this.
dissenting opinion.
Yeah,
exactly.
There's a spin-off here of hot takes.
Now
Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot.
We can be opinionated and we can argue. There are. I mean, I myself have listened to a lot of podcasts where it's like, "Oh, this is awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome," and there's no takeaway except, "Oh, it's awesome." It's a little more interesting if you genuinely disagree on stuff and can debate it and bring up your point.
Yeah, absolutely.
And guys, you think I hate stuff? James.
Oh,
I'm excited.
Hey James,
I'm the curmudgeon.
What do you think of the new the second Blade Runner movie?
Don't get me started. Denis Villeneuve is the most overrated director in modern history.
You're welcome.
Dune? You agree with Dune? That's also overrated?
There was after the 2-hour mark. After the 2-hour mark, I'm like, wait a minute, how are they going to wrap this up? And it's like, this was only part 1. Are you kidding me? There's nothing to me that makes it any better than the David. The David Lynch. Look, the story isn't all that to begin with. Not all that much happens. If I've seen the David Lynch movie, I've seen Dune. I don't need any more. I think, the new version, they do, wonderful things with it. The technology's great. The actors are terrific. And the music's good. But I don't need it. I've already seen it. I'm just like, it doesn't justify itself to me. Best Picture? Are you kidding me? And don't get me started on Blade Runner.
Say,
Anyway.
huh?
Moving on.
I can stay on the scene. I'm with you on the Dune. I'm not huge. I actually kind of like the Lynch, but I grew up with that, thinking it was weird.
I love that one. Do we all love that one?
So do I.
Yeah, I like that one.
Oh, yeah, more
but
and
also,
more.
I love David Lynch. Everything he does, I think is
Here
amazing.
we go. There we go. Now we're all in the same playing field here.
We're all friends
let's-
again.
let's-
Oh, thank God. Okay, all right.
Let's. But the Blade Runner 2049, I do like that one. I
Loved
put that
it.
one
I
on
loved
to
it.
fall asleep, but not because it's boring. Because it's just like I'm so relaxed while I watch that film. I love it.
Relaxed is good.
You should
what
do
I
not
love-
do promotions, Tristan, for motion pictures. If you see one relaxing movie this year, make sure.
Make sure it cost almost $1 billion. Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the original, and the sequel did not justify itself to me. The bad guys it was just, you think of the original and there is no clear villain. Okay, it's supposed to be Roy Batty, but then it becomes very existential, and it's poetic and it's beautiful because it's not black and white. The black and white good versus evil of the sequel just to me was too flat, too one note. It actually frankly offended me. It went absolutely nowhere. And the whole thing about what his daughter can do, what Deckard's offspring can do, and the memory thing, it's just by that point I just didn't care. It didn't make me care. I would be interested in debating it more. Maybe we'll debate it more on the show, but I was just really disappointed. I know I was expecting too much, but did not
Matt,
deliver
you
for
did
me.
like it?
I did, yeah. Look, it's not in the same league as the first Blade Runner.
Yeah, they're very different.
They're very different in tone, but I really enjoyed it, and I liked the story, and I didn't feel it was all black and white. I mean, I know that there are some villains there, and it doesn't, I agree with James, it does not have the subtext and subtlety of Blade Runner.
Didn't care.
Give it another go with a nice cup of chamomile tea.
Yes, get a memory foam mattress, a hot compress, some Vicodin.
Question 5. Oh yeah, speaking of common ground. All right, so Universal Monsters. How are we feeling about? All right. So basically, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go back and forth, and as soon as one of you can't name a new one, the question's over. So classic Universal Monster canon. We'll start with Matt, and then we'll go to James. We'll go back and forth, and you just have to name one of the Universal canon monsters until you can't name any more, and then whoever can name the most wins the question. That's how we're going to do it. Okay? And I mean, I have the core canon in front of me, but I also understand there's peripheral movies. There's a million of these things, right? So just kind of go, and we'll see what happens. Okay?
Question.
Yes.
So, we don't mean like shared universe necessarily.
No, and I'm not talking like son of, daughter of, brother, nephew, third cousin removed of.
Okay.
I'm talking like original. Yeah, the big guys. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Well, Phantom of the Opera.
Wow, I was not expecting that out of the gate. Awesome, Matt. All right.
Frankenstein's
Perfect.
monster.
Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Nice.
Dracula.
One of my all-time favorites, The Wolfman.
Yeah, the original, the OG. That's right.
Oh. And, I mean, Chaney. So great.
Yeah. Awesome.
The Werewolf of London.
Ooh,
Nice.
good one.
Nice.
I can't remember her exact name, but Dracula's daughter.
The Bride of Frankenstein.
Okay, let's see. The Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Mole People.
Oh, I didn't even have that one, but I know the one. I know what you're talking about.
Oh, wow.
There is still one more big one in the original canon that we're missing.
Did we say Dracula?
Oh yeah.
You said Dracula. Okay, all
Yep.
right. And the original The Mummy.
Yep.
There's two mummies.
Well, Igor.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. All
Lugosi.
right.
Fritz.
Oh, I didn't have Fritz.
Yeah, Fritz,
you
who's
guys
actually
might be-
Igor. And then there's female hunchback.
Now we're
Remember her
missing.
name either.
From House
We
of
are
Dracula.
still missing kind of like if you're going back to like the original ones. We're still missing one kind of big one.
This is where I get hung up because sometimes I forget if this is. I don't think it's Universal though. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde was not Universal, was it?
No, it was not.
That's Paramount.
It's
Okay,
Paramount.
That's right. Okay, so not so. We're missing a big one, huh? Wow.
It'll be easy to miss though. He'd be easy to not see.
Ah, the Invisible Man.
Oh, nice.
Of course, yes.
Yeah. Well, Jay, I will say if we're out, James did hit it 12-9, which that's a lot of monsters.
That's good.
Boys, nice
he's
work.
good.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing.
All right, so that was the end of round 2.
Boy.
You guys know your classic monsters.
Oh yeah,
You know what you're doing.
I had a feeling.
Got
I couldn't
the
believe
feeling.
we got that round of all those movies, though.
Let's jump into the first question for round 3, final round. It's another Spielbergian, so Matt's going to be pissed off again.
Yeah, sweet, perfect. But this is a good one. This is a good one.
Do you like Spielberg? You gotta.
Yeah.
Do you like Spielberg, or are you kind of like this with
Half
him?
and
or-
half, I mean,
Okay.
Jaws, one of the greatest movies of all time.
Well,
Raiders,
yeah.
probably
And that's
one of the
different. You're
greatest
gonna-
action pictures of all time.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys are gonna hate this. You're
Oh,
gonna
no.
hate this question.
Oh boy!
In the film Hook,
How dare you? How dare you?
Oh, that's so great.
in the film Hook, a pirate is thrown into the boo boo box. Who played the role of the pirate?
Oh, that's Dustin Hoffman. Oh no!
No, he was Captain Hook.
The pirate. Oh, I understand what you're saying. Yes.
Yeah. What actor played the pirate that was thrown into
In
the
the
boo
boo-boo
boo box?
box,
Do you guys
right.
recall that? You
No,
remember that?
not
The
at all.
Pirate?
Bob Hoskins.
No.
He played Smee.
He
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
Smee. He was
Smee.
Smee.
Yeah, no, this
No,
was
this one. This
was a
one's
crew
very
member.
obscure. Yeah. So the answer is Glenn Close.
Oh my god.
She just happened to be on set that day visiting Robin Williams, and they needed someone to play the part of the pirate thrown into the boo boo box. It's actually quite hilarious.
A hook question, James.
That's deep. That is deep
question.
trivia.
Hit me with some more pixie dust.
Well, actually, we'll see. We'll see about that. I'm not sure how much pixie dust there was in the film Final Destination.
Oh,
But do you know what that film franchise was based on? Like what the initial movie and then the subsequent franchise was actually based on?
no, but it reminds me a lot of The Omen. Let's find creative ways to kill people.
Yeah, for
By
sure.
accident.
For sure. No,
a good
it's
answer.
a great answer.
You gotta give him that.
But it was actually an unproduced X-Files episode, Spec Script, that led to that entire film franchise by Jeffrey Reddick. He had he pitched this script, but basically like that, but in 42 minutes or whatever it was at the time, and like flatly refused. And he was like, all right, fine. And he sat on it for like, I don't know how many years, a couple years, and then was like, all right, I'll see what happens. And yeah, it became a like, I don't know, 10 film franchise or whatever it is.
What was the last movie called? Finally.
No, it was just
Destination?
finally. Like they didn't even bother with the destination. They just-
Finally. The one after that is just going to
deep
be called.
sigh. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They pay you to go to it. Yeah, it's yeah.
Right. Yeah.
No, I don't blame you at all.
All right, I'm going to jump into the next one here. Question number 3. And this is one of my favorite films. I'm not sure how you guys feel about this one.
I don't like
In the
it.
1960, and I knew you wouldn't. In the 1960 movie, The Time Machine, George conducts a test of his invention for a group of dinner guests. Using a miniature of the machine, he places something in it before sending it into the future.
Oh,
What is it?
nice!
Cigar.
Boom!
Nailed it.
Isn't that as George? I would say as George Powell's greatest film. I don't know
Hands
if there's
down.
another one up there.
Hands
but
down.
Yeah.
See, now we
It's-
love
it's
each
just
other
a
again.
beauty. We're friends again, Matt.
Yeah, I mean that is probably one of the best science fiction movies ever made. I mean, it is George Powell's greatest movie, but also just from every direction, the acting is just right on the money, and then all the design work, the time machine, the Morlocks, the atmosphere from the Eloi and how that's portrayed to the underground caverns of the Morlocks has this wonderful gothic horror flavor to it, and you've got the glowing eyes, and you've got cannibalism. I remember as a little kid when he finally realizes what the Morlocks are doing, and you see all the bones, just being freaked out by that. Like, wow, they're showing this on TV. That's a
and it actually
movie.
It really is, and it follows the book really well.
Yes, it does.
One of the few films that really followed the book, and if you read the book, you won't find much that's just not in that original George Powell movie.
No, they do some tweaks, like
little things.
They have to, in the book, there's a little bit of a journey to get to the museum that has all the antiquated stuff, and there's no rings, as far as I can remember, the spinning rings that give you the history of mankind. But that was neat,
there's
though.
just all the books. Yeah, there's just books that they can't even read or something.
Yeah,
like
and I
that.
love when we have books, and I also like how they dub the voices of the Eloi to give them that kind of lilty. We have books, and then he takes them to the books, and the books. He opens up the books, and they all just fall apart, and they're like, "What? I said we had books." It's so great, and that's one that holds up. Like, I go back to it. I mean, sure, there are certain things where they show the future, and you go, there's a air raid going on, and you've got Alan Young is like,
what's his name?
Alan Young.
What's his name? What's his character's name?
Bonus points.
See, this happens now at my age.
It just came to me, but Philby.
Nice.
Philby, thank
Isn't that
you.
it? Isn't it Philby? And
Larry
because
would
doesn't he
know
say
this.
like, "Hey, Philby"? He says Philby, and it's Philby's son when he goes into the future.
Yeah, and he's wearing like a
grandson.
silver spacesuit looking thing, and and you go, okay, we're always wrong about the future.
Sadly,
less so these days, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Question number 4. Just as we were saying, we were going to do a callback to the Friends star that got their first big budget role in Masters of the Universe. Who is the Friends star?
Well, we have like a 1 in 5 chance
true.
of getting
It's
it
like
right now, right?
I'm gonna
let's just
guess.
say you get one guess.
Very
Cox?
good guess. She plays Julie Winston, the girlfriend. The girlfriend. That was a good guess. Nice work.
We got a lot of Spielberg here. That is not.
Yeah, what is with that?
I think
Wow,
it's.
why do you
we're
hate me?
We're 80s kids. I don't know what it is. Now this
okay.
isn't necessarily a Spielberg question, but it's has to do with Jurassic Park. Here we go. Question 5. Adam Jones was a makeup artist, sculptor, and special effects designer at Stan Winston Studios, and worked on sculpting dinosaurs for Jurassic Park. What band does Adam Jones play guitar in?
Let me guess. Coldplay.
Oh, now I wish that was the answer. Damn it!
I wish that was
next
the answer.
time. Call back.
Adam Jones.
Now, are you guys in L.A.?
Yeah.
So they're an L.A. band, metal. They've been around for 30 years.
Now I
I wouldn't even say metal. It's hard rock.
Yeah, because I like metal
Motley
quite a
Crue,
bit.
They're kind of like
Metallica.
no, they're like the best prog rock or new proggy epic band.
I'd say they're a culty band.
kinda like-
I'd say they're like
They're definitely like the biggest cult prog rock modern band that there is. They have like 5 albums in 30 years because they don't do it often. But
Is it System of a Down?
no.
Nice choice.
Throw out some more weird shit
Oh, Bill Haley in the comments. I don't know.
Fountains of Wayne.
So the answer to that one,
What is it?
no, the answer to that one is Tool.
Oh, Tool.
So,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I'm
So,
not.
Adam Jones is a,
I'm not a huge
yeah,
Tool
he's a big
fan,
sculptor.
but I don't dislike them.
yeah, Tool. Well, they do their thing. They're proggy, and they're very artistic. Their music videos are very artistic. Adam Jones does the art direction for the videos as well. So he's worked on a few films. One of them being he's worked with Stan Winston Studios. He also has, little known fact, he also has the original statue of the lawmaker from Planet of the Apes in his backyard.
Really?
So he purchased. You remember that? You remember the Planet of the Apes lawmaker? It's about,
sure, the lawgiver.
about 10 feet tall, maybe. The lawgiver, is that it?
The lawgiver.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, you know your stuff.
And we have a friend who has a bunch of that stuff as well.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I think they did
Adam
a number
Jones
of
has-
statues, or like 2 or 3.
Maybe. Oh, so he's got a lawgiver?
Yeah, and he's got all the uniforms and furniture.
Oh, man.
And here's something: if you're visiting LA, if you go to Malibu Park in Los Angeles, in this park is the area where they filmed Planet of the Apes, the original Planet of the Apes, Ape City. And so if you go to this area and you dig around, you can still find pieces of Ape City. Like to this day.
I'm going.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like I went
See that?
I went there with my wife and I'm digging around and I'm like, I can't find anything. She's a genius, of course, and like knows right where to go and finds big hunks of the stuff. So it's
Really?
to this
That's
day
cool.
it's still there.
Okay. Coming down. So I hope maybe this will make us friends again, guys, but Planet of the Apes is my favorite franchise of all time.
Hey, James, what do you think of the new Planet of the Apes movies?
Not a fan. I had a lot of problems with the new ones.
I'm indifferent. I like the originals. I actually like all original 5 films. I also really like the I think it would be I don't watch a whole lot of TV shows, but I can still put on the original live action TV show from 1975 and watch that. Like it's the same thing every time. They solve a problem.
Yeah,
and they're still just trying to get home.
It's the future.
Yeah, it's the same structure as so many. Even remember Logan's Run did a TV show, pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys ever saw that show where they had that big thing that they traveled around in.
The van.
The van.
The Logan van.
And it's on the same. It looks like the same lot where they did Planet of the Apes, same park area.
All of it
I'm
was
sure.
true,
I'm
but it
sure
looks
all
like
that
the
area.
same
Yeah.
place.
Oh man! All right, so we do have one more bonus question. Yep.
Oh, thank God.
Ooh.
Let me guess.
Well, I mean they're pretty close.
the
They're
points
pretty
at
close. We got Matt
I know
at
James gonna
13
win.
and James at 15 right now. That monster round really yeah, that was definitive, I tell you.
Okay, put him over
That's right, exactly.
That was the one.
So, all right. Tristan, do you want to take it away on their
All right. Bonus question for the win or the possible tie. What is the first gift requested by the knights who say "ni" to pass through the woods?
Oh, that was very close, but Matt
Very
definitely
good. Ah.
yeah, unless
That's
it's
with the voice,
yeah.
so
So let's go a little further here, though. Give us more details. What would this? So tell us about the second shrubbery.
Must be a little higher. With a little path.
Yes.
I yield to Matt.
Yeah, I
He
think
wins
that
this one.
does a fine job of tying things up for sure.
Yeah.
The path. Oh, down the middle.
Oh man, that makes
Runs
that
down.
whole
Yeah,
scene
they
is
were-
so
they-
great.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
A little path that runs
Probably
down the
the
middle.
best one.
The path.
That runs just a little higher. They want it
That's
to be
right.
just a little bit
See,
higher
that's what you
than
get.
runs down the
Python
middle.
brings everyone together.
We hope you enjoyed that episode. More trivia from the Bridge episodes to come. We've got one coming out in a little while with Robert Duncan McNeil from Star Trek Voyager, and he plays against a super fan. We want to get more fans involved in that one, so we'll see what happens. Next episode is a surprise. Amazing guest. Be there. Thank you for joining us today. Until next time.